Thanks, Tom.
Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to our Wednesday afternoon call, January 17th, 2024. We've had a lot of things happen in the first of the year, a lot of technical situations. Apologize for my situation last week, but my internet went down, and as I've gone for about 5 days. And but we're up and running now. Everything seems to be working. And we are pleased to announce a new participant today doing the call for us, Connie McFadden, who's going to talk about posting ads. And that is very important. Remember, you modify a page, you post. Modify another page, you do some posting on it. And that's the way it works, back and forth, back and forth. So Connie, take it away, please. Thank you for coming today, everybody.
All right. Yeah, thanks everybody for being here today. I'm going to start with sharing my screen. If somebody would able me to share my screen.
I would, but I am not hosted.
Okay. Who's able
Tom,
to do
you
that?
You have to do.
If I knew how to do it.
So if you want to co-host me, I can do it for him. I'll just go to my name, little dots next to my name and participants, and choose co-host. And there we go. And
oh, that's right. We're going to make her a co-host. We hadn't done that yet. Sorry about that, Connie.
Oh, that's okay. It's all good.
Yeah. Now you can do it. Yes.
Yeah, you can also do now too. Yeah.
All right. Perfect.
There you go. See, more technical stuff we have to do.
Okay. So you can see my screen, right?
Yes.
And I'm going to make it bigger.
Go.
All right. So I'm going to start out with my dashboard. And the only reason I'm starting here is because this is where you're going to end with your page. Let me move everybody out of the way. So I'm going to go, and a few weeks ago, Rory completed a page on Saturday, and it was called Food, Food, Food. And I thought, that would be a great page for me to create myself, because there's other things in here. So here's the food, food, food page. And we have the fine wines, our nutrient dense beef, and the best value membership. So we have those three things that he had on there. And I basically copied his page and then redid it in my own words. And I pretty much set it up the similar way that he did. But now that I'm done, and you update the page and you're completely done with that page, the next thing to do is you need to post ads to it. But unfortunately, before you post ads, you need to have an ad template. So I have an ad template. In my drive, I have ad postings, and then I have ad posting sites, ad templates. I click on my ad templates, and I have actually created folders for the different ads that I have. So I have brain food ad template, holiday, wine, Vellavita, our residual affiliate marketing ad templates, Savings Highway Global, different things like that. So what you need to do is create an ad template for that new page. So now that I'm in my ad templates, and that food, food, food would be in, not sure what category I want to put it in. And if I'm not sure, I'm just going to stick it here for now. So I'm going to go to my drive, create new, oops. Go to my home, go to my drive. And you can see that on here, you can go to the side as well. And I'm going to go to my ad postings. and click on add templates. And then I'm going to go new Google Doc. So I'm creating a new Google Doc for my ad template. So from my page, I will get the topic, copy that, and paste it here. And then I just make it a little bigger. I bold it, move it to the center. And then I just put add template at the end. So if it gets moved for some reason, I know what it is. And then from the add template, I just create, this is your headings. And so you'll create 10 headings, at least 10 headings and 10 bodies. And we used to create them ourselves, had to come up with some real good ad copy and information. And now we have a cheat sheet, which I love. And that's that AI, Chat GPT or Chat AI, which is right up here. And this is what it looks like when you open it up. You will have to log into it. Once you log in, it's going to say, and this is the chat.openai.com. Copy. And I'm going to try to zip that in the chat for you. So in the chat, you have a link to get to the chat OpenAI AI GPT. So it says, how can I help you today? Well, what we need to do is we need to create some ad headings and ad bodies using this. And let me see. Go to new chat. Is it doing anything? It's been a minute since I've been on here. That's why that's in my way. Here we go, down here. I couldn't see it. So this is where you would type in what you want. So I want, please give me 10 but eye-catching.
Yeah.
Please give me 10 eye-catching headings and then I'm going to put in my food. And then I will just click on send this message and watch it go. Now, savor the flavor, culinary delights await, gourmet extravaganza, a feast for the senses. These are all some really interesting things. Epicurean adventures, dive into delectable delicacies. So these are actually pretty good. I like mouth-watering magic, beyond ordinary dining experiences. I mean, any one of those would catch your attention, right? I mean, they're all kind of catching my attention. I really like them. But notice that if I would have had to create this myself, I can tell you, I wouldn't come up with something this amazing. So what I do is I just copy that and I put this on my document. And I have 10 very great, and I forgot to do this. Click on here just to get it up there. So that's pretty good. And then I can just go and do my bodies. Now, a lot of people say, you know, I don't use Chat GPT or Chat AI for my pages on my PBS because to me, it's double work. So if I try to create something in Chat GPT, I'm going to still have to put it in my own words so it's a human being when I can just put it in my own words to begin with. So that's me. I only use Chat GPT for my ad templates because it's easy and it doesn't matter if I'm copying it from somebody else or somewhere else. When you're doing ads, it really doesn't matter. You can copy off of anybody. So like I did the headings, I'm going to go back to the Chat GPT and I am going to copy that. And in the message, put that away again. Control V, but I'm not going to do eye-catching headings. I'm going to do eye-catching bodies. And normally I like to tell it how many words because sometimes you can get it too short or it can drag on forever. I would put, please give me 10 eye-catching bodies for food, food, food with 75 words or more. And you can play with this too, just to see what information it's going to give you. It's all in what you ask it. That's the big thing. Now, you know, all of us could not come up with bodies to go with those headings any faster than this. So because we're doing ad posting and we're trying to draw traffic to our site, we don't want to spend all of our time trying to write ad copy or ad headings and bodies. And this is a quick and easy way to do it without having to do it all yourself. So let me take this, copy, and I'm going to go back down to my ad template. Oop, wrong one. And Control V and paste it all.
Did you know that ChatGPT actually has a copy right in it? So at the bottom of at the very bottom, you see the little clipboard there.
The what, Joel?
Clipboard.
The clipboard?
Right there. Yep.
Got it. Yeah, you are right. Perfect. Thank you, Joel.
Yeah, for sure.
My fellow knowledge person. So anyway, so that we are able to paste it in here. The one thing that it doesn't do though, it doesn't separate them into the numbers. So you just kind of have to go through here.
It may give you the numbers the way you just copied it.
Got
Yeah,
it.
it's used the clipboard it made, but in the same sense, sometimes you don't want the numbers because when you're copying and pasting out of here into an ad, you don't want to have the number on it, right? So
that's true. I'm just gonna go with what I got.
yeah, exactly. This is good.
Enter.
This is great.
Oh, enter.
So, yeah.
All right, so we've got, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So there's 10. All right, so this is how you create your ad template. So I went from finishing my page, updating it, to within just moments being able to create an ad template that's I can use from now going forward. So I will always have this ad template anytime I want to post ads for my food page. The other thing I do is I go to my edit page. The easiest way that I think for me is I just go and bring up my site, 2g86.com. And then I can go to my food page. I don't have it on here yet. Did I put it on here? Yeah, I was having some issues. So I do have it. Here it is. Food, food, food. And now I've got my food. This is what the page looks like live. And then all I do is come up here and copy my URL. And I put that on my page. Doesn't matter where you put it. I'm going to put it right here. So I have it. So then I have my page, and I'm going to make all of this stuff is gray for some reason. Kind of drives me crazy. It did something. Yeah, there it did. There's black. Somehow when you copy and paste it from ChatGPT, it turns the type into a gray instead of black. Okay, so there's my ad template, completely done. Pretty easy, right? Next thing is you want your template. So you want to go to an ad posting spreadsheet template, and this is where you would get started. So you're going to put today's date. And I do it twice, just so I can drag it down. So I can take this, drag it down, and I have all of today's dates. The URL is, where are you sending people to? What page are you sending them to? Well, I'm sending them to my food page. So here is my URL. And then I'm going to put my URL there, paste it. So I can just take this and drag it down. I don't know why it came up there instead of it's not a link. Anyway, it's all good. All right. So then you've got that. And then what website are you wanting to post? So for me, I have several that I really like and I spend a lot of time on, but depending on the website will depend on the category and the location that you have. And also what I suggest is when you're setting up your calendar for the week on, say, Saturday or Sunday, and you're setting it up for the upcoming week, that you also set up your spreadsheet, your ad posting spreadsheet for the week. So you can get this all set and ready to go. And then whatever time you have throughout the week, you can just post ads and come in here and do that. So let's just say I was going to do classifieds for free.
Mm-hmm.
And I was on here a while ago.
That's been doing that a lot this past few weeks.
Right.
It's
And
been quite slow too.
Yeah, it has its own moment.
Yeah. But if it works, it's great. It's easy. I would say probably the easiest one to use.
Okay. Okay. So yes, if I had a brand new student, I would train them on classifieds for free. As much issues as it has, it's very easy to use. It's user friendly. Downside, all ad posting sites has its pluses and minuses. This plus is it's so easy. Downside, only good for 30 days.
Mhm.
And you're like, well, why do I want to spend my time posting an ad that's only going to be there for 30 days? Well, if you go to my ads once a month or every couple of weeks, I bring up my ads on here and you're able to just refresh all your ads. If you've ever seen Rory do that, he had like 3,000 ads and he was refreshing them. So that just refreshes them for another month. Currently, I have 4,400 ads on here. So you're like, well, they're only good for a month. How did you get 4,400 ads? Well, I go in once a month. I renew all my ads. Put it on your calendar at least once a month or every other week to when you're in posting ads, just update or renew all your ads that you have. And that means they're just going to stay on there. And the more that you do this, that's why Rory said he lost all of his ads because he didn't go back in the allotted time to renew them. So he had to start creating from scratch again.
Yeah, and then also there was a time when the site went right down, and that's actually when he lost them as well. So it was kind
Right.
of a mixture of both, right?
There are issues with this time to time, but because it's so easy, we all like it. So it's going to take a few moments to update that. And I would like to ask, does anybody have any questions so far with what we've done?
There's just one thing I want to add. I update mine every day, just to let you know.
Okay.
The
Perfect.
thing is, when you're doing it, sometimes it's slow when you're posting an ad. That means other people are posting to the same state or wherever you're posting to. So that's why it's slow sometimes. But when you more people that post, your ad goes down the page in order of all the posts being put in. So you can, with no problem, just do what you're doing now, but do it every day. That way it'll always raise all your ads up to the top so people will see them better.
My thought was to make sure that you don't lose what you've already posted, to make sure that you do it, once or twice a month. That way you don't lose them. However, like Tom said, yes, doing them every day, it's going to put yours at the top again, and kind of rotate that way. And it's a little.
And the thing to remember as well is that you don't ever want to only use one classified site. You want to use a variety of sites.
Okay.
Right? So that's why, yeah.
Right, definitely. So this is my fave. This is my go-to. This is my go-to when I don't have a lot of time, but I want to post a lot of ads. There's another one, classified ads. Let's see if I have it up here. No, I don't. And it's just classifiedads.com. And this is what it looks like. And so these are the different categories that you can post in. So this is another site. Another site that I like is Hoobly. Hoobly.com. Just so you know, though, when you go to your listings, you only get 10 free ads. So you can only do 10. So you want to make sure that when you're doing these, that you give a good variety of what you have on your site for these ads. And it says views 2, 1, 3. These views, these ads are only good for 3 days. 3 days, kind of crazy, right? But it emails me every 3 days. And now it's gotten to the point where all I have to do is click on the email and it already automatically refreshes my ads because I've done it so much. So it got to the point where, hey, we know that you're updating this all the time. So all you have to do is click on the email and it updates my ads. Now, these views, I will tell you that for the longest time, these were like huge numbers. They got over 100. And then all of a sudden they went away and started back at these view numbers. And now every time I refresh, it seems to like go back. So I'm not sure how well, but it's getting me views, clicks, and getting traffic to my site. So just know that you have 10 free ads that you can do on Hoobly. Hoobly is very easy too. And so you can go to post an ad. It won't let me show you because I've reached my maximum ads. And I would have to upgrade, which means it's a cost, and I don't want to do that. So that's just a few sites here. Also, there's US net ads. And when you're on US net ads, not only do you have US net ads to post, you can post in US job posting, Canada free ads, UK free ads, Australia, India. And then they got the USA classifieds. And then there's more free ad resources. So there's other sites listed that you can go to within this site to post more ads. And just in case you weren't not sure where to go, you can always go to your RRR247.com. And when you go to our site, it says free traffic sites. So you have free traffic sites right here that you can go. Here's classifieds for free. There's the Hoobly. There's classified ads, but there's other ones. There's US net ads. And within the US net ads, you have these. And these are all going to link you right to where you need to go. So there's a lot of sites out there, even besides these. But this will be a good start to get going. And I will say you do not want to wait until you're done with your site to post ads. Because if you wait for your site to get done, you need traffic to be coming to your site before you can get Google. So if your site's done, now you're going to spend every waking hour posting nothing but ads constantly before you can get Google. And we're talking 6,000 to 10,000 ads at least. And when I heard that, when I first got started here and I heard that, I'm like, that is an insane number. And when you start at one at a time, it's crazy. You're like, I'm never going to do. Well, we've all been there. We've all done it. We've all got through it. And now we create ways to even do them faster. But this will get you the free sites. So let me go back to I think my classifieds. Yep. So it did. The ads were renewed successfully. So then you can start with posting an ad. But before you start posting an ad, we're going to go back to the spreadsheet. Scroll down where I left off. Okay. So let's just say we start out with classifieds for free. So I'm going to go to my classifieds for free. I'm going to move this over. I'm going to copy this so I can put it on my spreadsheet. Paste it there, and then I can just bring it down too. And now that I know I'm posting on classifieds for free, when you're getting this set up, you're going to go to classifieds for free, and you're going to look at these categories. So there's many different categories, but remember, we're posting the food, right? Now in the food, we do have our direct to consumer program which is our wine of the month club. I have nutrient dense beef, and then I have Savings Highway Global. So you're thinking about those things when you're posting in different categories. And so to start out with, I always post in announcements. You can post, because everything can be announced. And then location. The location is, I'm going to post these all in the USA. So I'm going to go up here and steal from myself the list that I already have for classifieds for free. So I'm going to steal that list, copy. I'm going to come down here where I left off, and I'm going to post, I'm going to Control V, paste them there. So now I have a list of all my states that I'm going to post to. So I can just take these. Actually, I can go this way. I can just do all of that and copy it down all the way to the bottom. Okay. And this is announcements. So I've already chose my category. So I got the date. I got the URL that I'm sending the people to. I got the website. I got the category. I got locations all ready to go. And now I got to figure out a heading that I want to use. Well, because I haven't started yet, this is going to be an announcements. So I'm going to pick a heading that makes sense for an announcement. So I'm going to go back to our food template. And I'm going to just go with the first one because actually that sounds pretty good. So copy and paste. Okay. So once I do that, I'm going to bring that all the way down through all these states. I'm going to underline, put a line underneath this section. Okay. So I do all 54 states, and they're all with the same category and the same heading. And then the only thing I need to do when I get ready to post ads later in the week is figure out the body. And a lot of times you can just, if you're using the first one, go with the first body. If you're using the last one, go with the last body. Because a lot of times that's how the Chat GPT wrote, kind of in that order. But you can mix and match them as much as you want.
Connie, I have a question. I heard something and I'm trying to wrap my head around it. You said 54 states.
I know that you did that. I knew you would, Jill. Gotta love you. Okay.
Guam and
American Samoa.
So, there's America, Samoa, District of Columbia. There's Guam. There's a few in here that, you know, but to count them all that's listed in classifieds for free, it comes up to 54.
Yep.
So that's why.
And I mean, I just know there are other people doing that. I mean, I knew the answer, but I knew there are other people doing 54 states. There's not 54 states. What's going on?
I know you're from Canada, and things have changed lately.
When I originally did this, I only did 50 because I wanted to make sure that I did 50 and then 50 and then 50 so I could count them easier. But now I just put them all in there. And if you all want a treat, all these states since you're participating today
Mm.
in the chat. I'm going to put this list in the chat and then you have it. There's that list. So you have the list for free. Go in there, copy that list, and then you don't have to type out each of these just because you're here today.
Yep.
Okay. So then what I'm going to do is I can copy this whole thing over right here like this, copy. Or not copy, I can just click on this and go down. And I can go down as long as I want, let go. And when I come back up to the end here, I want to change my heading, delete, and I want to change the category, okay? Because I have announcements up here. So I'm going to go and find my next category. So there's announcements. Antiques, arts, and crafts, not so much. No apartment, no auction, no auto parts. Although I have seen Rory put ads in automobile ads that we don't sell autos, you know that, but he makes it work. I don't spend as much time, but I could do it under beauty. And you're like, why could you do it under beauty? Well, Savings Highway Global is going to save you on everything, right? So I could use beauty.
Including auto insurance.
Yes, I could. Very good, Joel. But I may have to make a little change to the body to make it make sense. You wouldn't want to just put a food ad on an automobile ad. That might get you blocked because if you look up here, if you post ads in inappropriate categories, all your ads will be deleted without warning and repeated offenders will be blocked from the site. So you want to kind of watch that. But if you did use it, and let's just say we did, okay? Automobiles. So I'm going to go back up here. And I could use automobiles, but let's just say I wanted to. And I'm going to use the heading. Add heading. Oops. Oh, I like this. Welcome to a culinary escapade instead of an escape, like a car. Now, if I took this, I would have to change it some way to incorporate the auto. So welcome to a culinary escapade where taste takes center stage. Our menu is a tapestry of diverse flavors, each dish a testament to the artistry of our chefs, from savory starters to immerse yourself in the world of gastronomic delight, where passion meets the plate. Somewhere you can add meets the plate. You could put something like in addition, I wasn't planning on this, but in addition, we have a savings membership to save on your auto insurance. Insurance too. So you can add something to that that's going to say, oh, okay, well, they are talking about autos in there, auto insurance. So it's kind of a way that you can do that. If you're not too keen to do that, just stick to what you have and use the use the categories that's going to suit you better. So for this one, you can do business opportunities because Savings Highway Global has a business opportunity in it. And so does our wine membership. But I will skip that for now. I will use entertainment. Entertainment, I always use entertainment. So you can, and this is definitely an entertainment kind of, there we go. Oh, we took it off the main page. Nice. So let's say entertainment. Well, I can make this entertainment. And then I'll have a different heading. So I'll go get my different heading. Put that heading in. Copy that heading down. And I have a new heading. Okay, so you're just going through here and gathering the headings. So right now, I have set myself up for 108 ads right now. See how by setting this up and taking the hour or 2 hours it takes to get you set up at the beginning of the week, see how easy it will be when you come back in? Because everything's set. And since we don't have a lot of time, I'm not going to go and finish all of this, but I did want to show you how easy the classifieds for free are and how we can just zip through these. So I'm going to go up to my classifieds for free. I'm going to start with Alabama. I will put in my header. So I bring up my ad template, my header, copy, savor the flavor, paste, and then I put that in announcements. And then sometimes I put the year, sometimes I don't. It's got its upside and downside. It's good because then the people know that, oh, this is brand new. But then if you get later and you've reposted and reposted, it may get old too. So do any one of you guys have any thoughts on that? On putting a date? Sometimes Rory does it and sometimes he doesn't. I'm not sure what.
I never do the date. I don't worry about that. For the same reason, because the same reason you said, because I mean, when you start getting up to like 1,000, 2,000 ads in here, and you're just refreshing them all the time, when you have a date in here, it's gonna look old, right? And you don't want it to look that way, right? So that's
Right.
my opinion.
Okay. It may be good to put the date if you're putting in the holiday ads.
Right.
That might be a good time to put the date. So then if you see those ads and go back, you know, wait a minute, that was holiday. Because I know last year's holiday page for me, this year's holiday page looks totally different. And because we have different offers and stuff too. So I'm going to copy my body and put that in here. I'm going to go get my URL.
And that's another great tool.
Great tool is if you do the window in V, it brings up your clipboard. So anytime you copy anything, it goes to your clipboard and you're like, oh, where did that go? It went somewhere, but when you paste, it comes back. Well, that's where it goes. So if you do that Windows key and the V, it brings up your clipboard and then it saves the things that you pasted. And these pins, you can pin them to keep them on there. So it's just a nice tool to play with. It saves time and not having to go back and forth to copy and paste things. All right. So I've got all of that. And now the images are not working. This is a whole nother animal. These pictures down here were for the ad that I just posted, which was for prior to this, I was posting for weight loss because it's the season for weight loss. And I know what these pictures are. I can pull them up in a different thing. But do you have to have an image? No. Is it good to? Yes. So I'll probably get one. So I will go ahead and choose a file down here and show you how to get, and I want something that's got, you know, basically food. Oh, I have this one that's really, a kid going into a refrigerator. That's, let me go to my pictures.
And there is as well why it's good to have an image. So like even though Connie is not able to see the image will still post your ad, and the image then, as long as you add your URL in the link where it asks you for your URL, that image is then clickable to your page.
Right. So I just clicked on, so once I loaded it, it loaded here, and then I just clicked on it. And when you click on it, it has its own little address for classifieds for free, and it comes up here. Even though I can't see it, there are people that can see it at different places. It's just not working on our end. So when it's not working like that, I will usually just do 1 or 2. And now I'm going to post it. Once it posts, yeah, this is one of the downsides. It's kind of thinking about it. Well, here's the ad ID right in the middle. So I will copy that. I will take it back to my spreadsheet. And then here's the ID and paste. And then you can get the end date. I know it's 30 days, but if you want to add the end date, you can go back and down here, where is it? Oh, maybe it's not on here. I thought it was. Anyway, I know it's 30 days though. So if I wanted 30 days, I would just go back to this and put 2, 17, 24. It may be off a day or two because of the month end, but it's close to it. So then when I want to post another ad to Alaska, this is key for classifieds for free, and it makes it the easiest site. Because when I go back up here and I sit here and say, I want to post another ad, guess what? It saved all my information. Wonderful. All I have to do is select the next state down, Alaska, scroll down and post an ad. I don't have to set up anything. I don't have to put any more information in, just the next state in line.
Easy peasy. Love it.
Easy. Put that in, copy, go to your paste. And these are all going to be the same. So I would just click on here and then go all the way down with it. I'm not today because I may not get this done today. But see how you can come in and no matter where you are, you want to at least be sure to post all 50 in the same, because if not, you're going to have to reset up this stuff again. So you want to do at least the 54. And this takes less than an hour, like 30 something minutes.
Yep.
And then depending on how many, if you wanted to post 500 this week, well, you would just set this up with different categories Just go through the different categories and set yourself up for 250 or 500 ads for the week. And then you can come back and forth.
2 sets a day. Works perfectly.
Yes. I do want to mention, though, if you're wanting to go with classified ads, oh, here they are. If you want to go with classified ads and you want to post an ad, items for sale, subcategory, we could do farm and ranch because our meat is in there. But yeah, anything. So let's say farm and ranch. And this is where you're going to put a location. Now, classifiedads.com, quote, do not post ads. So let's say I live in St. Louis. I mean, I do live in St. Louis, Missouri. And I wanted to post another ad, and I want to post it in Jefferson City, Missouri, which is in the middle of the state. Could I do that here? No. You have to post ads that are 300 miles away from each other. They cannot be within that, or they will not post your ads. And they email you and let you know that. So if you're not checking those emails, when classified ads send you an email, you need to do so. So you know if those ads posted. I'm going to give you another gift today. I have spent the time to go across the country and make sure that my ads are 300 miles away from each other. So let me go back to here. And that's what I did up here. I got to go up a ways because these are all classifieds for free. Okay, so these are classified ads.
Yep.
These are all 300 miles apart. So I'm sending them to you. And just know that these are for
Classified ads.
classifiedads.com. And Control V. And I just sent them to you through via chat, so you can get them out of the chat, and you have a list already that are all 300 miles away from each other.
Yep.
And I'll probably do a couple more for my own self so I can, go through the list. But just note that if you place them too close together or in their towns, because they're using a whole group. So when I post an ad in St. Louis, Missouri, where I'm from, it's going to post in that 300-mile radius, not just in St. Louis, but in that whole radius. So that's why they don't want you to post again in the same radius, because you've already posted one. You can't post duplicate ads. So that's what they consider duplicate ads, because you're posting them too close in proximity. Everybody get that?
Yep. This is and folks understand this is a spectacular gift. The amount of time that Connie took to create this list, the 300 radius is a spectacular gift. So everybody take it and use it.
So yeah, I did the work for you. So since you decided to show up today, I'm giving you some free gifts, and these are it. So I don't want to take up too much of your time. I know that we're over. Does anybody have any questions from this going forward? So I gave you the whole, once you hit update and go live with your page, that's when you need to make an ad template. Create that ad template. You can do it with GPT. You've seen how fast it was and how easy. You just have to know what to ask it. And then once you have your ad template, then you just set up your ad posting spreadsheet. Once you get your spreadsheet set up for the week, the day, whatever, then you're set to post ads to whatever site that you want to post them at. I will give, for those of you that are advanced and have been posting ads for quite some time, I will give you a little heads up that if you're posting in classifieds for free, so this is classifieds for free I posted. I have my category. This is one with weight loss. Then I have another one set up. I have another one. That's 3. Then I have 4. And now I have 5. So sometimes I can pull up 5 classified ads for free. So I will have 5 tabs, classified ads for free. And each of those are set up with their own category and heading. And you can just go down the line, and it takes me about 2.5 hours to do 250 ads, about 3.5 hours to do 500 ads this way. And you can set them up like an afternoon and just start spitting them out. That's how you can do them faster and do multiples. But if you're not ready for that, just start one at a time. You'll get to it. And this is a great way to keep an idea of how many ads, because it counts them for you on the side here. All right, any questions?
That was superb. A lot
Great
of
job,
good
Connie.
information.
Well, I was happy to share this with you. We've been doing it. Candace and I have been doing Wednesdays from noon to 1, which is the hour before this training, for over a year, just doing ad posting. So we have our whole team there that, any new people could plug in and know how to post ads. Sometimes we just spend it posting ads. Sometimes I will go over information depending on who's there. But I wanted to be able to do from start to finish with all of you, so you have the whole kind of process that you need. And with that, it was great being able to share what I know with all of you. And any time that you want me to do more training, just let me know, Tom. Thanks, guys.
Yeah, thank you.
Thanks,
Most
Connie.
appreciated.
Yeah.
And anybody else that's here, don't forget, everybody can participate on our Wednesday call with previous notice, and would be glad to have you on here. And we thank you again, Connie, for being here. It's super, super great information. And as far as classified ads for free, it does have its technical glitches. It's slower at times, faster at times. Like you said, Connie, it's not taking the pictures. There was a few months ago when the pictures were down, I was able to put in videos in its place. Now you can't even do the videos either.
Yeah,
Just like the pictures, neither shows up.
I haven't been able to see a picture on there for, I can't even remember how long.
I know it. I've contacted them. I know Roy has done in the past, and it's gotten to the point where he's not even contacting me back anymore. But
And here's the baffling thing. I can see the pictures. I can add them and I can see them and everything. But then my wife on her computer downstairs can't.
oh,
But if my wife, if I should create a ad for her with that with the image link address, and she then posts that ad. If I then look at the ad she posted, I can actually view that image.
It's crazy. So I would suggest, what I do is I will delete, once I'm done with all the ad posting for those pictures, I just delete all the pictures and then put 1 or 2 back on that I know what they are and click on them and use them. So I still put pictures on there. I'm just not so adamant about, normally what I do is, because of the pictures are kind of wonky, I try to include a meme.
Yeah.
but like you showed on yours, when you put it in and you saw the results, it still was a blank in the bottom left-hand corner. So I've gotten to the point where I'm just doing text now.
My question
I
to that, Connie,
had one student that I went to the ad, where you could see the final posting,
Mhm.
and clicked on a picture, and it went to someone else's website. So you might want to double
Right.
check those every now and then.
I've never had that. I've never had that happen. The one
Yeah.
question I wanted to ask you, Connie, when you remove the images, does that then remove the images off of the ad? Do you know?
That is a great question, Joel. I have no idea
Yeah.
because I had to get rid of, I mean, I used to have a whole plethora of images there, and I can't use them if you can't see them, and having to
Right.
click on them and bring them up to see what they are just for the ad. It got tedious. So I just got rid of all of them.
Yeah. So that's one reason
It-
why I haven't removed them.
It does remove
I
it
don't
from
know.
the ad.
It does.
Yeah, I've had a bunch. I still have a bunch on there, like 20 or so images. I just ignore them now. Hoping that it'll stop functioning properly again sometime. No?
Anybody else having more questions? This
Well,
has
that
been
went quiet fast. I don't know if anybody heard me.
I
Yeah, you were good, Tom.
Thank you. Thought I talked to myself.
Anybody have any questions at all concerning PBS? Anything that anybody wanted to address in study hall?
I have a question.
Okay.
Where can we review what this whole
The video?
training?
Today's
Yeah,
call.
Yeah.
Well, it's being recorded, and hopefully if everything holds up okay, I'll be able to put it out into the Skype chats in a little while.
thank you, Tom.
Yes, sir. Roger,
Regina.
Regina.
I have a question about the DTCA back office.
Go
Sure.
for it.
I don't know how to explain it.
Is it about the kiosks?
No,
Okay.
I'm about gave up on that.
Okay, if you can hold on a second, I'm going to stop this recording. Okay, and then we'll continue on with your question, Regina. Does that
Okay.
sound good, Donna?
Yep.
So we can keep it separated, and this could be into the study hall time, right?
Yes, perfect.
Okie dokie.